Hi CFA aspirants, this is CA Dhairya Parekh. This video is going to be about my CFA journey and how I navigated through the CFA Access Scholarship and how I can gain from my experience. So I cleared my CA exams in November 2022. Thereafter, I enrolled for the CFA program. Like many, I also had a lot of questions as to what are the prerequisites for the CFA Access Scholarship and what are the key points that the CFA Institute considers while screening and shortlisting an essay to get the CFA Access Scholarship. So I start this section by answering a few of the common questions that every CFA aspirant has. And in case if you have any more questions, please drop a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks. So the answer to this is no. You don't need a valid passport to apply for CFA Access Scholarship or any other scholarship. But yeah, before appearing for the exam, you must have a valid passport. But for applying for a CFA scholarship, you don't need a valid passport. This is the second question. So basically, earlier there used to be 2 essays and the word limit was 250 words each essay. Now there is just 1 essay and the word limit is 300 words. And the question for the essay is what prompted you to apply for the CFA scholarship, and given the scholarship, how will you make the most of it? Apart from the essay questions, there are some other questions for which the answer to be in either yes or no, or you have to select one of the options. This is the third question. So basically, you cannot apply for more than 1 scholarship, but you can apply for a access scholarship as well as a student scholarship if you are a student and you meet all the required criteria of the CFA Institute. So let's say in case you are awarded both the scholarships, then the recent one would be applied. This is the fourth question. So the answer to this is no. You won't get reimbursed for the difference between the reward amount paid and the scholarship amount. So this is the fifth question. So it won't take more than 3 to 10 minutes once you are sorted with the essay, because the essay is the most crucial part and it is the thing that takes most of the time. Otherwise, it just hardly takes 8 to 10 minutes. So this is the sixth question. So the whole point of getting the access scholarship is when your financial constraints, right? So in case if your employer is sponsoring it or if you are getting reimbursed, then you won't get the CFA Access Scholarship or you won't be eligible for the CFA Access Scholarship. This is the 7th question. So let's say if you have gotten the scholarship, but in case you skip the exams, then you won't be eligible for any future scholarship for at least that level, maybe for other levels, but not for that same level ever again. So this is the 8th question. So basically the CFA Institute nowhere clarifies that what income range should be to get the access scholarship. So I mean we can only take guesses about it, but there is no confirmation or clarification from the CFA Institute as to what should be your annual household income to receive the CFA Access Scholarship. So this is the 9th question. So it does not make any difference if you are a student or if you are full-time employed. So anyone can get this scholarship. This is the 10th question. And if you ask me what worked in my favor, I would say it was my journey, which was also reflected in the essay. So I would suggest you to keep it short and simple. There is a 300 words limit for the essay, but I mean if in your journey, let's say in 200 or 250 words, you are good to go. Just make sure that you don't make any grammatical mistakes, and I mean you don't have to use ChatGPT or any other AI tools to make an essay. Just be what you are and present it in the essay and you are good to go.